Hi, hello, good afternoon, everyone. Um, how are we all doing? This is Idoronke calling you this afternoon. Kindly help me share this video. I need to get all this information as soon as possible. As soon as possible. We have been privileged to be invited for a conversation around immigration for our people, our nurses. Well, it probably won't just be nurses, but within the community and immigrants, to be specific. I need you to please help me share this video. This is very, very urgent. I'm trying to get as much information as I can get on this issue. We have been invited to come on the table to discuss with an arm of the government in this country, in the UK. And this, I believe, is going to be a very, very important one. So I need our engagement and our contribution as soon as, please. The date for this discussion is either the 23rd or the 24th. We haven't fed back yet, but we will. And what they want us to talk about is to come. I'm actually reading the letter directly now because I really need people to take this seriously, and please help me send as many immigrant nurses or anyone that has gone through the immigration for job or anything specific like that recently. We need all the information we can get because this is how we are going to get our voice out. If we've been agitating for them to give us policies that will support us as a people, when we are being called to put our contribution across, we need to make it a good one that can reflect on policies that will be drafted to support us and future generations that are coming. You just might never know. This is the time for engagement. I'm going to read a little bit part of that letter so that you know how important this is. I put out a post, but it didn't get the kind of engagement I wanted. That's why I'm doing this video. Please share it for me. I need as many people to input in this before we meet with them on the 23rd or the 24th. So what I get, it will determine the response we are going to be giving. And what they want is, we've been approached. I'm not going to mention the particular person, but it's an arm of the government that is very, very strong and is important to talk and put out our information on the current UK policy around migration for people that have just been migrated, to shed light on issues around current migration policies, visa restrictions, salary threshold, immigration fees, and immigration health surcharges, and to give out our opinion on how our immigrants, nurses, and professionals have been treated during the last COVID pandemic specifically. So they want our input on how they are going to be shaping the future policy response for immigration for our people. If you remember that yesterday I posted a link where they are putting out, it's like a 3-week window. They want to get as many nurses, doctors, professionals in from whichever part of the country they are going to bring them from. We know when things like this happen, a lot of our people, we have a lot of our nurses back home that want to travel. We have a lot of our doctors that are currently writing plans that want to transfer. What we say to them now is part of what will shape how they are going to be treated going forward. So if you know any nurse or any health practitioner who's just been recruited into the UK within the last 5 years, please, 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 I beg you, I want to hear from you between today and tomorrow. You can remain anonymous. We're not going to be putting names onto any of this. We just want your lived, your lived experience. What it's been like for you? How has it affected you? Did you had any discrimination, for instance, at work during the COVID issue? How did you feel? Did you have the kind of support you felt you wanted? When they talk about the salary threshold that they are giving to you and you arrived in the UK, was that enough? How were you treated by the agencies that brought you in? They want to draft a policy now going forward on how people like us will be supported. Many of us came into this country through all these migration visas, work migration. That's how a lot of people got in. And I know some came in and they are more like slaves for like 3 years. They had to overwork in order for them to be able to support their family. Now we've been agitating, we've been asking questions. When we are now called to come and engage, it's our unique opportunity to put our voice across. That letter, it's from an arm of the government. I've got it right in my front now, but I'm not going to mention specifically who it is, but I can assure you it is of extreme importance. And they want to talk about this either on the 23rd or on the 24th, which is like in the last 3 days or 4 days. And they want us on that table to share our experience of our people around, especially around what are the barriers that is not making people get all these visas easily, number one. What are the current policies, policies around the salary? Is it enough? What you're being offered? Sometimes when they call out all this big money and you are in Africa, you think it's a lot of money until people get to this country, then they realize that it's nothing to support them. Visa reissuance. How does it work for you when it comes to, for instance, getting your long-term, how do you renew your visas, for instance, and how easy it is to bring your families in to stay with you? Another one is the salary threshold. That one is very important for me because I know a lot of nurses in this category that when they get in, they then have to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs in order for them to be able to support themselves, to bring their families in. It's very, very tough. Immigration fees. Is it fair? Can something be done about it? What are the kind of fees? If you're coming in to work, should you be charged as much as that? The health surcharge, that's a big one. If you're coming to work in the NHS and they're making you pay for the same NHS, you're working to care for people and you're paying in order for you to get your GP. Is that fair? What are the current immigration issues that are making it difficult for our people to get this visa, work, especially work migration visas? And they want, what should we be proposing to them? Any ideas is welcome. And that is why I'm doing this video. Please, if you are a nurse or any healthcare practitioner or someone that's just gotten into this country within the last 5 years on work, I want to hear from you as soon as within the next 48 hours so we can draft up all this response. And we want to make it, like this is what people have experienced, this is what they are talking about, this is the hardship they are facing, and this is what you can do as a government to support them going forward. Listen, if you want a change to happen, we have to get our voices out there. Change is never going to happen if we stay dormant or we keep quiet. One of the things I find in our community is we are so good at complaining indoors, but when it's time for engagement, we all tend to retract. Nobody's paying me for what I'm doing now, but I like to see a difference in this community. I've worked in the NHS for almost 20 years, and I know how hard it is for those that don't have the right papers in this country. If you're having to renew your papers regularly, it's a lot of pressure. This is part of what is giving our people all these long-term illnesses, stress. We overwork because we have to settle properly in these countries. This is part of the issue. When we talk about the issue and now they are giving us solutions to them, we need to engage. I feel privileged that we are being asked to come and do things like this. Years ago, things like this does not happen. Now that we are being called, it's important for you to get your voice out. I may not be sitting on this table, but you can be sure that I will get this response out to those that will sit there. And if I'm able to sit there, be sure that I will get my voice out. They send this to me. They are considering me to be a voice in this community. I'm glad and I'm happy to represent. But I can only represent based on what I know about what you are feeling. Please get the word, get the words out. Get people to come in. Tell me how you found it. Any nurse or any doctor or any healthcare practitioner or anyone that's coming via these migration rules, have you been able to settle well? Are you making enough money? Were you discriminated at work? Were you, for instance, pushed to go and work in the COVID areas because of what you look like or because you're a migrant person and they know you have visa restrictions? It is important for us to start to talk about these kind of issues and to help them to shape the kind of response that will work for us as Black people. The engagement, I call it constructive engagement, and this is part of it. You can complain from now till Jesus will come. You can complain indoors, without you talking and engaging the right people, you're never going to get much done. I believe in proper conflict resolution. Part of your way of resolving internal conflict is to engage the right authority. Now they are reaching out to us. It's important for us to get our voices out. I need this response within the next 48 hours, please. Please, I'm begging. It's crucial. It's urgent. I want people's life experience, what it was like for you. Put it out in your words. We will collect this, present this on the table. You never know where this is going to get to. Every single day, nurses are coming in from Nigeria, from all over Africa, into this country. Some of them are coming in into what you call secondary slavery. It takes some 3, 4, 5 years before they settle down. They have to overwork. They have to work and work and work before they will be able to balance the fee here and for those back home. It's not easy. Now they want us to help them shape the policy that will work for this kind of people. We all have a duty and a role to play in this. And that is why I'm coming to talk about this. Please, if you've just returned to if you've just been, how do we send to you? Kindly send me an inbox message. Come into my messenger, or please send me into my WhatsApp on 078 77 254 559. I will collate everything. Big, I will guarantee you that. I'm going to dedicate today and tomorrow to guarantee this. 078 77 254 559. This meeting, we've not fed back on the days we want to choose. They've given us the choice of 2 days, which is either on the 23rd or on the 24th. The response I get is what will determine the day I'm going to choose. So I'm begging you in the name of God, share this video for me. I want to get as many responses as possible because they want it from our own, how we feel about it, how it has affected us. This is issues around immigration. Many of us have been there. Many of us have passed through this. And if you're lucky enough to be born in this country and you've not passed through it, you will at least know someone that has been affected by this. Share this video with them. Let them tell us what they would like to see. For instance, would you want the immigration, the head surcharge cancelled, for instance? The visa fee, is it fair for you as a new person that is being recruited? And some are tied to some terrible contracts by their agencies. Some 3 years, some 5 years, This is what we can do now to try and start breaking this barrier. They can put conditions for these agencies, for instance, that they can't keep you for more than 18 months. Things like that are things I want to propose. But I haven't passed through that. If you have, or you know anyone who have, I want it in your words. And that's why I'm doing this. Thank you so much. You know what I represent to you. This is what I do. If you want to be part of this engagement work with me, or you want to be part of my Just Plus journey, I talk about healthy lifestyle within our community. Part of living well is making sure where we live is conducive for each and every one of us. It's all encompassing. To become healthy, financial implication is there. What you eat is part of it. How you live is part of it. And the work you do is part of what will keep you healthy. So it's so important. I really want to grow this. We are growing and we will continue to grow. Whoever is feeling led to work with me, kindly contact me on 078 77254 559. If you are a nurse and you are not part of the Nigerian Nurses Association, Charitable Association in the UK yet, you should be involved. This is how we are going to make change happen, by engaging constructively. Contact me, let's grow and let's impact for the sake of our children that are coming right behind us. We are growing, but they are meeting a different kind of world, and we have a role to play in shaping that future for them. And this is what I've come to say to us this afternoon. I will expect and appreciate as many, I emphasize that, contribution to this, so that it will be full, it will be engaging. Like, so this is what people have said. We won't be presenting your name if you don't want your name presented. And if you're happy for us to present your name, you can write your name there. I intend to make it anonymous, but whoever is happy to put their voice and name to it, by all means, go ahead. By all means, go ahead. I love you all. My number remains the same, 078 77 254 559. Please, this immigration issue is very, very important for our community. Before the next set of people comes in and they are coming into a ditch, God forbid, kindly engage with this. Kindly help me share this video. If you want to get your fruit and vegetable supplement, I still have them in abundance. If you want to be part of my team, Yes, I want to keep growing on daily basis. Financial abundance is part of what we need to have a voice in any country we are. My number again 078 If you want to get some of my products, you can go to www.ronke.juiceplus.com, or you can call me, chat me up on the plan that will be suitable for you and your family. It's part of us living in a healthy life to prevent whatever it is life decided to throw at us. I love you all. I'm off to another meeting now, so I really have to go. I'm looking at the time. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye for now. Please, I beg you, share this video for me and encourage people to give out this response before we present this. It's a very strong arm of the government that has reached out wanting our contribution on this, and I will be very, very happy to contribute. You know, I want us to keep engaging. That engagement is what will shape our future and that of our children in this country. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye for now.